Alright, we're about halfway through winter now. I was looking back through this video, and I couldn't quite figure out the right intro for this, because we just got a big mishmash of crap happening. We do have a lot of hard events. In fact, at least one character, we're going to be completely wrapping up their whole romantic arc. So there'll be some interesting cutscenes.
Other than farming, romance, and mining, these games are pretty much a big mishmash.
Pretty much.
Throw in the right bits, it's good. If they don't throw in the right bits, it's Sunshine Island.
That was the one that you told me to not even play, right?
I think I played it for 40 minutes and went, nope, I'm done.
Are you thinking of Island of Happiness?
Yes,
Yep, that's the one.
that is the bunny.
Sunshine Islands is the version that works. And it's still kind of a pain in the ass.
Island of Happiness did come with some kind of adorable plush thing, though, right?
Yes, that one came with the chicken.
Would you like to tell the chicken story?
Yeah. Well, so that game came out on the same day as a Call of Duty game. So the very bedraggled GameStop employee calls me up and says, yeah, your pre-order of Harvest Moon is ready and it comes with some kind of pumpkin thing. And then I got there and there's like, a line of 20-something men, all in their 20s. And I finally get to the front and they start handing me Call of Duty and I'm like, no, I'm here for Harvest Moon. I'm the one weirdo.
I'm the one with standards, odd as they may be.
Yeah, I refuse to play the same franchise year in and year out. Now give me the 18th Harvest Moon game.
Did I see that correctly? Did Harvey actually enjoy getting Holly as a gift?
I think he's the only one. And Pam did not. Thanks for stealing it, Pam.
Yeah.
And upsetting yourself.
She ran over, stole the thing out of your hand, and then got angry that you had the audacity to give that to her.
That's pretty on brand for Pam, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a good harvest of beets, but I don't think it's enough for the mission. I think they all need to be the same stack. But I've still got plenty of seeds. I forget how many QI asked for, I just know it's too much.
Nobody needs that many beats.
That is a lot of farming.
Yeah, almost 10k.
That's a lot of money for this game, right?
Oh yeah.
For year one, absolutely.
And for once it's not luck, that's actual work. Even though it profits off of luck.
I think all of your rapid profiteering in the various Harvest Moon LPs has kind of skewed my perception of how much money is a lot.
Are you getting this message on a Tuesday when it's precipitating?
Well, it's snowing. I think that's just because I got one of the bachelors to 10 hearts.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, snow might not count.
No, he only shows up when it's actually raining. So you'll never see him in winter. The Mariner.
Aw, Harvey's not hanging out with the gals this time?
He only does it in that one cutscene.
Is this CrossFit?
Well, yeah, look at all the beer.
So I learned something recently. If you do weird glitchy type things to try and get around that bouncer in the back, blocking the staircase, there's actually dialogue that tells you you can't do that.
Wow. What kind of glitchy thing would he have to do?
There are ways to get around the exterior of where you're supposed to be able to walk.
I'm guessing that's how you're able to talk to the guys on Halloween.
Yeah, stuff like that. I've never been able to pull it off myself. It's supposedly very simple to do. It just requires patience, and I run out of patience before I've actually finished the trick, so... I've seen it done in other videos, and it's rather amusing. You can actually access some areas of the game that were partially coded and unfinished.
I should look those up. That stuff interests me. And one for fun.
Oh yeah, you don't want to mix up your work iron bar and your fun iron bar.
Since I'm really not using it.
And here go the hard events.
Buddy's favorite bachelor.
Well, what luck, I break into your house when you're having a bad day.
Hello, generic male protagonist.
Hello, Alex.
I don't know. You can always go into politics.
I like to think Best is operating on Windows 8. Not even 8.1 or 7 or any of the good ones.
Could be worse. Could be ME.
Or Vista. Best is pressing the laugh button.
Repeatedly. Like a monkey on cocaine.
I am ready to see the beefcake.
It's a little disturbing.
Well, we broke into his house.
That's true.
His portrait says finely sculpted. His sprite says beer belly.
His sprite says ruler.
He's a perfectly square torso.
He looks like a flesh-colored version of my old green alien shirt.
He does have a 2-pixel belly button.
I want to be able to jump that high! You like exercise and worry about their brains.
Well, I'm glad you haven't changed a tiny bit after that.
Thanks, I'm forgetting everything anyway. I forget how expensive stuffing is to make.
That would be dark if you could give him more than the normal amount of gifts.
Everybody in town has a 2 per week limit except George.
But also his heart rating never goes up. Hey! 10 hearts!
Happy birthday, wizard. I got you some bat poop.
Mystical guano.
Excuse me, I must renew the dark rituals.
Fertilize them, if you will. I think I just sold one winter seed because I had one.
Did that say the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed? So, less than somewhat, but more than mildly.
They're angry at you, they're just kind of wishy-washy about it.
It's like the old almonds that I used to buy that were partially unsalted.
Oh boy. Pierre isn't the easiest guy to give a really good gift to.
That reads very musingly when your special secret friend is Mayor Lewis.
But yeah, every Christmas, there's a Secret Santa sort of deal. Now, I mentioned a long time ago, there was a second use for that skull key. It's unlocking this little game. It's way more simple than the Prairie King.
I got the skull key, I discovered that it did this, and I thought this was the only use for it. I was really angry.
Now, unlike Prairie King, there's no achievement related to this or anything, no real gift. So, it's also no real game, if I'm honest.
I mean, I'd say it's a mobile game, but it's not bothering you for in-app purchases, so...
I am curious from my experience with Junimo Kart game as to whether or not the levels are procedurally generated, and if so, if they are all actually winnable. Because I swear I have encountered situations where I don't care how perfectly you timed the jumps, you would not have been able to... like that.
Yeah. That one was my fault, but for the most part, there are several jumps you're just plain not gonna make.
Like, yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, how?
And you can't do anything to speed up, so it's not like you can have increased momentum.
It's an algorithm missing a 1 somewhere.
Someone in Pelican Town had a game jam, and that's what they put out.
It looks it.
That's not very big. It's like half the size of a person.
Oh no, my appearance generator.
Best the guinea pig.
Hey, we treat guinea pigs better than that around here.
You have forgotten what you saw. I don't feel pain. I just randomly die in the mine sometimes.
Batteries run out. It's actually a USB-C charger in her bed.
My emotion generator has been fried. I am currently incapable of feeling anger.
Started off great, now it's like every single day I'm getting a little less money each time. So last time we got Shane all the way to 10 hearts. So he's inviting me to a football game, or a grid ball, in this case, for his 10 heart event.
No, I'm just gonna pretend that the sport is tunneling.
I want to see where they go.
Just a bunch of people with shovels and drills.
This is a request you can get sometimes from Clint. He wants a certain amount of copper ores. You sort of have to gather them unless you do this. You get them piece by piece out of your storage. If you take the entire stack out, it doesn't work. If you drop them on the ground, it doesn't work. But if you do that, then it counts.
At this point in the game, who's going to go back and just mine a bunch of copper?
Bunny.
Bunnies! It's cutie time.
Wumbus.
It's a pretty good rabbit name.
I thought for a second, then I realized I could not improve on that. I can also get a piggy.
Piggy!
And a sheep.
Oh man.
Well,
It's like a parade of cuties.
you can't get a sheep. You do not have enough monies for sheep right now. Or for piggies, rather.
Yeah, I'll have to get the pig later. It's just as well. Can't do anything during winter.
This makes me wonder about people who give their pets weird names. They should take them to the vet.
I like to think I just handed him a glass of beer and he looked at it and said, "Hey, you brought the ores I asked for."
Yeah.
It's just a code for bring me beer.
Aw.
It's a baby hairy ass. It's more like a fuzzy ass.
You got a little bunny. So both the sheep and the bunny will give us wool. I guess it's an Angora rabbit. But also sometimes the rabbit's foot will just fall off, and you get that too.
Bunny's fine.
Yeah, everyone knows rabbits molt their feet in spring. I don't think that's right.
So this is what I like to do before I go into the Skull Cavern. Just empty my wallet on seeds from Sandy. So that way, if I die down the Skull Cavern, I don't lose any money, really. And this is what I was talking about. I installed the Skull Cavern elevator mod. The thing is, no matter how far you go, that first level that you get to will just be plain normal. It feels like it sort of always starts at the iridium ore rarity of level 1. Oh shit.
Ah.
Yeah, shrimp.
But as soon as I go down a ladder, then however deep I am will actually kick in. And then iridium ore will show up more often.
I know it's supposed to be bricks, but those always look like message boards to me.
I think they do actually have text on them. Some of them somewhere. Mainly in the ruins type biome.
I think the text is in the Dwarvish language, though, and even once you have all the scrolls, you still can't human read it.
Yeah.
So you'd have to, like, take a screenshot of it and then go look them up.
So here we go. Now the rarity is at 46. Or I guess 40 if it only goes 10 at a time. And I found a new dagger. Which of course I'm not going to use.
The daggers do not have enough range.
Not compared to the murder sword.
I mean, even if you like the daggers, this area you need that wide swing. Just to protect yourself.
Especially when this happens.
You really learn to fear that.
Ooh!
They drop a lot of bombs. And another bunny foot, speaking of which.
Dag nabbit thorn.
Dag rabbit. Dead rabbit.
It took me until year 3 to get one of those, and I had a rabbit in my coop. So those, what did you call them? Flying shrimp?
Yep.
are pretty terrible, but the lucky eels they drop are actually really good. Or spicy eels, rather.
Yeah.
They increase your luck, if I'm not mistaken, in addition to having rather good health and energy recovery. So sometimes it's worth trying to kill them, even if you're afraid they're going to kill you, because the reward is pretty decent.
And you get a speed boost.
Those eel clearly were not lucky.
And iridium bar.
Jeez.
Pre-forged for my convenience. And only mine, I'm guessing.
That is a nice find.
On this wall is an image of a flying shrimp. On this wall is an image of a farmer. The flying shrimp is striking down the farmer.
On this wall, a farmer has built an elevator. The flying shrimp is sad and confused. I think that's something new. Yeah. Just like this tree.
Is there actually a tree there when it's not winter?
I think it's a garden.
That sounds about right, because I think Evelyn does actually tend to the flowers in spring and whatnot.
So we talked a bit about George showing up in other people's heart events. This one is specifically his. It was quite easy considering you're as tall as me sitting down.
It looks like his chair has tank treads.
I was working in the coal mines, going down, down.
Wow, that is some garbage dynamite.
Yeah. Well, if it was in the mines in this town, they were probably working for Joja, so yeah. And I'd be just as angry.
I mean, you dropped dynamite at your feet. I'm impressed you still have legs.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just stuffed my pants with straw.
I'm half scarecrow. I can work on your farm if you pay me.
He'd be curmudgeonly enough to keep the crows away.
Back in my day, we had a better class of crow.
Sam's memory's worse than mine. I think I hadn't sold a rabbit's foot yet. I think I'd only seen one and I put it in the community center.
Ah, the Junimo demand more sacrifices.
I think that was the point where I realized, shit, I need to wait till spring to get that truffle. Pumpkin pie is good at any point in the year. Even dead in the fall when everything is pumpkin.
Cooking tip, take pumpkin pie spice and put it on chicken. Really good on savory dishes.
I would imagine. Odd capitalization of care there.
Kara's the name of her dog. She's trying to give you a puppy.
Take care. God damn it. I'm sick of this dog.
Pooped on my carpet 3 times today.
Look at this. I think this is like at least one of every season's crops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, looking at this, it's really messing with my head, because those things shouldn't be next to each other. It's a beautiful day for a picnic.
I'm doing jump rope to keep warm.
Sinking further into the snow with every hop.
Also not wearing a jacket.
I'm sure I got corrected on this, but I could have sworn in Animal Parade there was a cutscene where in the school you got asked to be the guest speaker.
Sounds familiar.
We never saw that cutscene, and I looked it up, and it wasn't in the game. I must have been thinking of something else entirely. But there is a scene like that in this game. Which just Penny tutoring the kids, then you come along.
So today we're going to learn about interstellar faster-than-light travel.
Oh no, it's just scratching my head. Correct, Jazz. Now explain what that means.
Yay, star points.
If you don't earn it, it's not yours.
Do any of these decisions matter?
Can't say they do. Are you kidding? You'll grow up to be him within 2 minutes.
Oh my.
I think her eyes turned red. They did, wow. Both immediately fall in the river.
Start jumping rope on the bridge. Start jumping rope on the bridge.
You mean the handful of planks nailed together?
That's what a bridge is. Just because it's shit doesn't mean it ain't it. I understand biology.
All beings must eat, poop, and reproduce.
There's a comma in there.
Well, it is now white out.
You're welcome, Bitrate. Have something you like. It's a... Thank you, game. So that's both hilarious and terrifying.
I don't think I've ever seen that dialogue.
Oh god, what?
Ah.
Jazz's room is kind of troubling. It's almost like she doesn't quite understand that her parents are dead. She's just processing it how a little girl does.
The Junimo come to me at night. They tell me things.
Like, hey, are you gonna eat that? Oh boy.
Oh, we're in for a treat.
Oh no.
trying to explain. Just chokes Abigail with a scarf.
She looks so serious. Okay, now she looks like Harley Quinn again.
Behind this one little curtain.
It really looks like the cup is balanced on top of the curtain.
Yeah.
First person in gets hot coffee on their head. There's nothing back there. So about those dark rituals.
Dark, you say?
Oh god. Welcome to this horrible Let's Play of Mario Odyssey.
Now go outside and parade, damn it.
I don't even know what he's wearing.
Sure. Who's the robot now?
Okay. Sure.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cute. Sussy.
Dress gets blown off her by the snow.
Yeah.
He just comes out with his purple shorts.
Good lord.
And he grew a mustache while he was back there?
He had one, it just grew even further.
Right.
He just goes over to Marnie's and gets the mother of all slaps across his face. I think Abby's might be my favorite. Just a straight up suit of armor.
That's gonna be real uncomfortable in the snow. All my time in the fort has actually welded this apron to me.
I mean, I'll do it. I'm just saying I'm gonna look even fatter.
There's clearly some horrible magic at play here.
Well, what?
I don't want to be cute. I want to be ugly in a sympathetic way. Too bad we can't change your appearance without paying 1,000 gold.
Now that I've cursed the entire town.
I'm not a geode. I'm a regular rock. Fine. I'll go get hypothermia.
Clint really is so pathetic.
Yep. I think his mustache is about the same, actually.
No, don't worry, I can make sure I kept that Waluigi costume.
Quickly. Between blinks. That's an intense request.
The Sand Dragon eats people. You must sacrifice a townsperson.
All in favor of Pam?
I... Post your favorite character for human sacrifice in the thread. Don't actually do that, that's weird.
Well, here's the question. Hers was cute, sure, but was yours a little more Calvin and Hobbes? Then we might understand. So the last meal means just to shove a solar essence into this upturned dragon skull.
And your reward is a bunch of rats with rabies. Yay!
I will admit I had to look that one up.
Only 2 other people are going.
Nothing like a grid ball game when you can't see in the snow.
Gus is driving this time. But you're not playing. No, there's Alex up in the left.
Was he on the bus?
I guess. And there's Gus to the right there.
Yeah.
This is about as well attended as your average New York Jets game.
You mean the New Jersey Jets? I like that guy in the green shirt towards the upper left who looks like he's at a rock concert, not a sporting event.
Yeah.
Shane's just doing calisthenics. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Go tunnelers?
Go tunnel somewhere else.
Go floating up that green blob on the left. I think it might be sentient.
Cousin Charlie!
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Shoves another in his mouth. No, have more. We just see Pam in one of the trash cans.
Where do you think all those green blobs came from?
I mean, we missed half of it, banging in the bathroom. Well, you scored. And finally, our reward for that extended load of crap is a club card. We can now get behind that dude in black in Sandy's place.
Now my question is, was the card in your woodpile all along?
Or did Stephen Fry put it there himself?
Now this is kind of a cool ring. Just occasionally I'll be protected from damage. Yeah, it's the occasional part, which is the reason I'm putting it away instead of using it. But I got another recipe. It allows me to make a ring that combines the magnet and light rings. So I only need to use one slot to get both effects, and once I've got that ring, then I'll actually use the Ring of Yoba. But next time is going to be the last week of winter and the last week of the year. Took us just 20 parts to wrap up the first year. And the second year is going to breeze by even faster.
Well, years don't mean anything anymore because you've got the greenhouse, so...
Yeah, but after part 20, we'll only have, I think, 5 parts before we completed the second year and got into essentially the end of the game. Because remember, Grandpa's ghost doesn't come back until New Year's Day of year 3. Year 2 is just kind of running out the clock and completing any of the community center bundles you haven't gotten yet.
Well, don't forget, there are new crops at Pierre's. He has one new type of seed at every season. And presumably you wouldn't have unlocked the desert, and Sandy also sells one seed for each season, excluding winter. So you'll have those to catch up on as well. But again, greenhouse.
Right. And it's not like the game ends after Grandpa shows up. It's just, it shouldn't take you longer than the 2 years to finish everything.
Unless you missed one recipe, and then you need to go through like another 18 months before the reruns come on.
Which recipe was it?
I don't even remember. I've blocked it out.